ain't going away. They told me I was wrong, but look at my ass today. Da 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 da.
Yo YouTube, what's up? I'm Tim. This is the Cash Killing AC Sports Report. Real quick video here because I have somewhere to go tonight. But Peyton Manning has had that second neck surgery, and unfortunately, it does not look like I lucked out when I took Peyton Manning in the 8th round last night in my fantasy draft. I was thinking, man, I got Drew Brees and Peyton Manning. Wow. And now it's just like that was basically a wasted pick, it appears. Peyton had a second neck surgery today, and he announced yesterday that he was going to miss the game, and I assume at that point he kind of knew that he was going to have the surgery. And we were hearing, according to John Clayton this morning, that it would probably just be the first 4 games. But as we had started to hear some things come out over the past week that maybe he needed a second neck surgery. And once he kind of said, I'm going to be out for the first game, everyone just kind of assumed, okay, you know, he's all right. That's actually positive news in a lot of ways, because he's saying that and not saying, you know, I need the second neck surgery. But as it turns out, he ended up basically saying both. And it's certainly not a positive situation for the Colts, who go from Peyton Manning, in my opinion, maybe the greatest quarterback of all time, to going with Kerry Collins or Curtis Painter. I actually think Curtis Painter will end up getting more time there, but we'll have to see. I don't think Kerry Collins necessarily has the desire to play at this point. He can step in and be a manager of the game, but the thing he did when he was when he stepped in for Vince Young the other year was he had Chris Johnson. He had a very good defense. Right now, he has a defense that is very good in parts, not so great in other parts. He has an offense that is built around passing the ball 90% of the time, and Joseph Adai maybe helping out sometimes. I mean, Joseph Adai is going to be the X factor for this team this year. If he can step up and regain the form we saw in like 08 Joseph Adai, not what we've seen the last few years, then maybe we'll get to the point where we could see the Colts at least make it to the playoffs without Manning. But as it sounds now, Peyton Manning will probably miss this entire season. That's unfortunate. Maybe if they made the playoffs, you would have to look at that and say, okay, Manning could potentially be back for that. We'll have to see. But I mean, for Peyton Manning, a guy who just got a new 5-year, $90 million deal and has never missed a game in his career up to this point, if you're the Colts, you have to be looking at this deal and saying, wow, you know, I really hope that this doesn't end up being a complete awful deal. I mean, Peyton Manning's a great quarterback. He's a gamer, everything about it. But if he can't stay healthy, neck is a serious thing here. This isn't oh, you know, he broke his ankle. Even if he had blown his knee out, you know, okay, in a year and a half he'll be good to go. With a neck, I mean, this could be something that hurts his whole career. We've had Manning versus Brady debates, and I'm kind of looking at it now, and I think for sure Manning's had a better career. But with the track that Brady's been on the last few years, and the fact that he still has his health, I think it's certainly possible that at this point you could see Tom Brady overtake Peyton Manning in terms of better career. We'll have to see. It's certainly a better championship. For this, I kind of blame the Colts for not putting a team around him, or they put receivers around him, but they never went that extra mile. They never went ahead and signed that huge free agent. And you know what? If I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan and we've seen the best out of Peyton Manning, I kind of got to look at this and say, wow, we had one of the top 5 quarterbacks of all time, and we're going to walk away with this with one ring. He'll have 4 MVPs, but we're only going to get 1 ring out of this. Look what the Patriots did, adding players. Look what we did, adding players. I'm not a Colts fan, and it's almost just got to disgust you as a Colts fan. I don't know how else to put it. Hopefully Manning can get back quicker, but at this point, it looks like the Indianapolis Colts are pretty much destined to be a 6-10 team this year. Hate to break it that way, but it's probably how it is.